We've got the Game Pass games for July. Remember, this is just the first batch because we always get a few that are unannounced that drop, and I think it's a really strong month already for July. The one thing that I wanted to do is compare this to what PlayStation has on offer. Now, PlayStation, to be clear, really doesn't have a Game Pass on its service. It has a subscription service that gives you access to past PlayStation games. So I wanted to compare just as close as possible what Game Pass is offering for the month of July. And it's not even close. First of all, one of the games on there is an Xbox game, and this is an Xbox game that is on Game Pass permanently. So there's that. But I just want to show you the value here. The purpose here is not to bash PlayStation or anything like that. I really just want to show you the value that is Game Pass. It's undeniable. And I genuinely don't understand how people don't see that this is the future going forward. It absolutely 100% is. So let's go over today because there's some great games here. I want to give you my personal picks, my personal favorites. And then let's check out what PlayStation has on offer over on their side. Now, their offer is similar, a lot more similar to, for instance, Xbox Live with Gold, where you got games that you could keep as long as you subscribed to Gold. So it's not apples to apples before anyone jumps into the comments and it's like, what are you talking about? This is not the same at all. Yes, I know. Shut up. But I do just want to go over because I think it's worth showing off there. The value for Game Pass is undeniable. We're getting some great ones. I'm giving you my personal favorites. Before we jump into it, though, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel. My name is X1 the Gamer. We drop videos like this all the time right here. If you like what we're doing, if you like these kind of videos on the regular, make sure you obviously like and subscribe, but then consider becoming a member. Supporting us financially, hit the join button below. You get a loyalty badge. You get freaking awesome emotes for when we live stream. So join us below. We've also got a newsletter. If you're into newsletters, hit that up in the description. And here we go. This is over at XboxWire.com. It is July now, and we have these Game Pass games. First up, obviously, is Little Nightmares. Boom, baby. Little Nightmares. It's available now. Today. That's right, Little Nightmares 2. It's an adventure game. We've got Rise of the Tomb Raider that is also returning, and that is also available as of right now. Now, coming tomorrow, literally coming this week, July 2nd, is Legends of Mana and Trials of Mana, and we're going to watch trailers for each of these. These two are on my download list there. We've got Ultimate Chicken Horse. I don't really care about the game, not going to lie. Great if you love these kind of party platformers. The Ascent is one that I'm very much down for. That drops July 8th. And I think the big one here, one of the biggest ones of the month, July 11th, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. Making it a really big month already. But we've got High on Life coming back. For those of you that don't know, High on Life, very highly rated. This was on Game Pass before. I might jump into this. The issue is there's a lot of swear words. And so, and adult jokes. I could not play this in front of the kids. So it was really hard. I wanted to play this. Everybody raved about High on Life. And I couldn't. I couldn't play in front of them. Now, one of the ones I'm most excited for this season is Legend of Mana and Trials of Mana. I just love these kind of games. Growing up, I would play these kind of games. These are turn-based strategy games. Think Final Fantasy, original Final Fantasy style games. Now, Legend of Mana is that. It's like the remake of the old Legend of Mana game brought to new systems here. If you're into these types of games, this may be for you. It's pretty highly rated. From what I can tell, most players really recommend it. If you're, again, this is a subgenre and a niche for sure, but if you're into it, this may be for you. And along with that is Trials of Mana. And here's Trials of Mana. Now, it's much more modern. This gets like a 76, 78 over on Metacritic. So again, not for everybody, but if this type of game play interests you as it does for me, it is on Game Pass. And then my other big one here is The Ascent. This one's coming, what was this, July 11th back. Now, this one, when it first dropped, I had a lot of friends that jumped into this and very much enjoyed it. I didn't have time to jump into it at the time, but think Diablo goes cyberpunk. And that's what we've got here. It's a cyberpunk. What do they describe it here? Brand new gameplay from the cyberpunk action RPG shooter The Ascent. It's a twin stick shooter, top down, that 2.5 bird's eye view, which I think is beautiful. I love the cyberpunk genre theme. I think it always looks really good. I think these types of worlds play well. And again, pretty decently highly rated here. Not to mention, you've got High on Life coming as well later this month, and Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Both those games, I don't have trailers for. These are the three games that are my cup of tea at the moment. Not to mention, again, like I said, I think the biggest ones of the month are probably going to be Tony Hawk and then High on Life. I mean, High on Life, just very, very highly rated. I think that's Metacritic in the 80s there for you. So that's Ascent. By the way, look how good Ascent looks here. I would love to know what your favorites are so far. Based on what we talked about, let me know in the comments right now. Which one are your favorites? What are you most looking forward to? And have you played any of them that you'd recommend? Look at the Ascent. Look how good. Did you see that shooting over the top there? Yes, please. I just love the art style. I love the way it looks. And I hear it's a decent story. So very excited to finally get to jump back into that and check it out for myself. Now, let's compare this to the PS Plus July 2025. Again, it's not apples to apples. It's not a direct one-to-one comparison, but it's the closest thing we have to a Game Pass-like benefit for PlayStation. And you can see right here, here are the games for the month of July for PlayStation Plus. Again, this is closer, like I said, to Xbox Live Gold. You've got Diablo 4. Diablo 4, guess what, everybody? It's an Xbox game. We've got it on Game Pass permanently. Then you've got The King of Fighter, and you've got Jusant. I don't know anything about The King of Fighter. Jusant, from what I hear, is pretty good. But I don't think these three games line up even close to what is available here on Game Pass coming soon, not to mention the two games. So this is just what's coming soon. We've got Little Nightmares and Rise of the Tomb Raider back on PlayStation, back on Game Pass as well, that already dropped on Game Pass. Plus, remember, This is just the beginning. We normally get a few games that shadow drop here. So what games will shadow drop? I don't think it's a question. Just when you look at sheer amount, obvious, again, it's not apples to apples. The value proposition for Game Pass is undeniable. I think over time, there's only so long PlayStation, in my opinion, as an Xbox fan, as someone who also does own a PlayStation, but really my ecosystem is the Xbox, I don't see long-term how PlayStation can let this go for too much longer. Genuine, especially once a handheld comes, once the PC app starts coming, especially as we roll into next generation. Mark my words, PlayStation is going to make a move in this direction. They have to. They have to. There's no competing with Xbox right now. Xbox has such a head start. At what point does it become impossible to compete in a subscription service? It's going to be very interesting to see and check out. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think it was a fair comparison? Do you think it's an unfair comparison? Do you think that Game Pass value month in and month out is undeniable? Or are you one that's like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not hooked yet. I'm not sold. If you're one of those guys, let me know for reals in the comments below. Again, my name is X1 the Gamer. Don't forget that like button, subscribe to this channel. We drop videos like this all the time. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.